Waving hand, welcome back, friends. I'm so glad you're here today because we have an interesting and thought-provoking topic to dive into. This one comes straight from a recent conversation involving Kim Kardashian, and it's got people debating on social media, in schools, and even around family dinner tables. The reality star, entrepreneur, and mom of four recently revealed that she doesn't believe in homework, and her explanation goes deeper than just not liking school assignments. She made these comments during a live stream appearance, where the discussion turned toward parenting and education. And let me tell you, her take is resonating with a lot of parents, while also sparking disagreement among teachers and education experts. So let's break it down step by step. Kim Kardashian's main point is simple. Kids already spend a huge portion of their day at school. Think about it. Most children are in the classroom for about 8 hours, which is basically the length of a full-time job. When they finally come home, instead of getting time to relax, spend moments with their families, or dive into their passions, they're often met with stacks of homework. For Kim, that's not the healthiest balance. She believes childhood should also be about exploring interests, playing sports, enjoying family dinners, and even just having downtime to rest. She isn't saying education isn't important. In fact, she's always been vocal about wanting her children to have the best possible opportunities in life. But what she is suggesting is that schoolwork should stay at school. In her eyes, the home should be a sanctuary for other aspects of life: creativity, personal growth, and bonding. Now, why has this become such a hot topic? Because homework has been debated by parents and educators for decades. Some see it as essential for reinforcing lessons, while others argue it creates stress and doesn't always lead to better outcomes. And Kim's comments have reignited that very debate on a global scale. Supporters of her perspective argue that she's touching on something very real. Children today face more pressure than ever. They're juggling school hours, after-school activities, sports, and sometimes even extra tutoring. Add homework on top of that, and many feel kids are essentially working overtime. Advocates for less homework say eliminating it, or at least reducing it, could help kids get better sleep, develop stronger mental health, and give them more space for creative activities that spark joy. They point to studies that suggest younger children, especially in elementary school, gain little to no academic benefit from traditional homework assignments. But of course, not everyone agrees. Critics of Kim's view argue that homework plays an important role in teaching discipline and responsibility. They believe it helps children build study habits, manage their time, and prepare for the realities of adult life where deadlines and independent work are unavoidable. For them, homework isn't just about memorizing math formulas or writing essays. It's about training the mind to focus and stick to commitments. This divide in opinion shows just how complex the issue really is. Education isn't one size fits all. Some kids thrive with a little extra practice at home, while others burn out under the weight of too many assignments. The same goes for families. Some parents use homework time as a chance to stay engaged in their child's education, while others find it causes stress and conflict at home. What makes Kim Kardashian's statement so powerful is that it shines a spotlight on a conversation that many parents have quietly had for years. It's not just about whether homework is good or bad. It's about what kind of childhood we want for the next generation. Do we want them spending most of their waking hours buried in assignments? Or do we want them to have the freedom to explore the world beyond the classroom? Education experts themselves are split. Some teachers have already moved toward project-based learning, where homework isn't a stack of repetitive worksheets but instead creative projects that let students apply their knowledge in real-world ways. Others have experimented with flipped classrooms, where the traditional homework is done at school, and home time is used for reflection, play, or family bonding. These approaches are showing that there may be middle ground, keeping learning rigorous without overwhelming students. Kim's comments come at a time when many schools are re-evaluating traditional practices. With rising awareness of student mental health, burnout, and the importance of holistic development, her perspective fits into a larger global conversation. Whether people agree with her or not, the fact that someone with her platform is speaking about it ensures the issue gets more attention. As a mother herself, she's looking at the issue not just from the perspective of a celebrity, but from the daily realities of parenting. And let's be honest, Any parent who's sat with their child through a long evening of assignments knows just how stressful that can be. The frustration, the tears, the lack of quality time together. It's something many households experience. At the end of the day, Kim Kardashian's statement is less about rejecting education and more about rethinking balance. She's asking a question that more and more families are asking. Should the burden of learning extend into the home, or should it remain in the classroom where it belongs? This story is sparking such passionate reactions because there's no single correct answer. Some families swear by homework and believe it's key to their child's success. Others find it unnecessary and even harmful. What everyone can agree on, though, is that the goal of education should be to prepare children not just for tests, but for life. And maybe that means giving them the space to be kids outside of school. So now it's your turn. What do you think about Kim Kardashian's take? Should schools move away from traditional homework? Or is it still a necessary part of learning? Sparkles, that's the full story for today. Thanks for spending time with me and exploring this topic in depth. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, share this video with friends who might find it interesting, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective on the homework debate, because this is a conversation that affects all of us, not just celebrities.